check for $3,000 to the USA. Competitor number 6, Ashley Kaltwasser.
Yay, good job, Ashley. Good.
Let's do your honors.
Yo, this is Coach Goals AF. He's still carrying my extension from when I was on stage. I know how many people are jealous of me right now. And he was fixing my hair. Yeah.
Pageant mom.
He's such a pageant mom. Alright guys, so you're probably wondering, how did I do at the show? Well, let me just start off by saying, regardless how I did, I had a great time. And it's been a great year. Like I'd mentioned before, with these bikini shows, you never really know how it's gonna go. I came into the show maybe not feeling as confident as usual. I felt a little soft. I was unsure, maybe that's a good thing, maybe not. But at the end of the day, I did not bring my best look. So I did not deserve first, and I didn't get first. I got second, which I can't be mad at that. Second, that's pretty good. And we had 4 girls that competed at the Olympia on stage that day, and I was just happy to be amongst them. And as far as how I think I did personally, putting the placings aside, I don't think it was my best look. You know, it's a kind of like a game you have to play in learning yourself and learning what look looks best on you. For this particular show, I was a little soft in the glutes, and I was a little thicker too. It's something I kind of didn't realize until I was against the other girls. I was definitely a little thicker. If you guys see the comparisons and stuff, maybe you notice it, maybe not. But the judges' feedback was that my glutes were too soft. So they didn't have a problem with my front pose or my side. It's just kind of the back shot. It was a little bit of a learning experience for me as well. Yes, I'm a pro, and yes, I've competed a lot, but I'm still learning each and every single show. And I was experiencing some bloating randomly. I don't really know why, I can't really explain it. I was looking great one day out, but for some reason on show day, I was a little bit bloated. And it was a little hard to, like, I don't know, pose with like some bloating issues, but you know, it is what it is, and I cannot be mad. I'll take it. I'll take second place. And you know what? It just, like I said before, it's a learning lesson, getting to know my body, kind of even adjusting my posing according to how my body looks on that day. I'm really excited to start fresh next year. I will definitely be doing the Arnold Classic, and that's in my home state of Ohio. That's gonna be a great show. I can't wait. Now, for you guys that don't know, the Arnold Classic is kind of like what started it all for me. I won the overall as an amateur, which is a huge deal. I was going against hundreds of girls from all over the country, and this little Ohio girl won. 2-hour drive for me. Some people had like 20-hour travel flight. But yeah, I drove 2 hours, competed, and I ended up taking overall. And as a pro, I won that show twice, which is cool. But I think the best part about it is this, like, my home state. So it's like a lot of people I know, familiar territory. And you know what? I've been going to Arnold Classic even before I even thought of competing. I used to go with my father to the expo. For those of you who don't know, the Arnold Classic isn't just bodybuilding, it's not just bikini, it's like a whole sports festival, and they have an awesome expo. And I'll get to visit my family too while I'm in Ohio, so I can't be mad at that. So right now I'm gonna go meet up with my coach, and we're kind of gonna discuss our plans for 2019 and what I can improve on and all that. So Coach Adam here is with me now.
You guys.
And he's going to kind of discuss our plans for the future, what kind of I can improve on, how the show went, how it could have been better, all that. So what do you think?
I think now we finally have our range, which is really great to have. You know, I think Denver, we were just a little tight. I think in Japan, we're a little soft.
Yes.
I think Korea was really safe.
Korea
I think Vancouver was getting very close. I like the Olympia look might have been just a little hard from based on what the other girls looked like, which is weird because it wasn't like based on how everyone looked the whole year. That was like a curveball for us. So I know that we're honed in to this range now. So I'm really happy to know that we have a range. And I also like to know that like way down here when you're this lean, to not pose as hard, and way up here when you're a little bit softer to pose harder. And I think honestly that's going to be the difference is posing for the day. So that pull back the body fat just like a hair, and then I think we got the perfect look. I don't know why your waist was getting bigger.
I don't know either. It wasn't like that the day before. And I did not eat anything weird, which is, I don't know, it's just, it could be anything. It could be lack of sleep, stress, just
who knows?
hormones, who knows?
It was strange. It was you know, just like it wasn't fatter, it was like a thicker waist.
Yeah,
like from
it
the
was,
inside.
I was like not digesting. I barely ate anything all day, and I was like, what the heck? Go down.
It was, so like, usually it gets better the next day, it got worse, and it was just, I don't know what it was, but whatever, it's gonna happen. You know, I'm really happy with the placing because, you know, you had some awesome girls there. You know, Issa was there, Stacy, Brina. You know, they all looked awesome. Brina totally brought it, so good for her. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm super happy with it. I'm actually more happy with this show than like winning a show because I think we learned more from this show than probably any of the other shows. You know.
Yeah.
Because before it was always like, you know, if there was something, it was like, oh, you're a little too hard. It wasn't like this giant.
No one can say I was too hard this time.
Yeah, it was never like, hey, this is the plan where we need to travel.
Yeah.
We went a little far. Like it's cool. It's a really cool thing to say, hey, that's the max. We can clearly see what we need to do now. Before it was like, well, we're lean, but everyone's lean.
Yeah.
You know. So now I'm really happy with it. I'm super happy. So
I think the most devastating part of this whole trip was the fact that I broke my nail. I mean, check it out.
Those were
what the heck am I going to do?
My favorite nails out of the 6 shows.
I can't even get it redone here. Now I have to go all weekend like this. But yeah, I don't know. I've had a great experience overall. You know, bikinis like that. So unpredictable these days.
So much harder.
I mean, I don't think anybody would have predicted the order that it was in, the order of the placings. So it's just like a surprise. You never know what you're going to get, which makes it exciting, but it's more nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking at the same time. And of course, all depends too who you're competing against and who's judging the show. But I think you're totally right about Korea. I think that was probably my best look, was actually Korea, my favorite look. I was the most bubbly. My abs were a little bit softer, but I was the most bubbly. So that was, if you guys don't know, a week after the Olympia. And I'll insert some clips here for you guys so I can make some reference to it. It was kind of like a show that wasn't covered as much, so I didn't get good quality video. I think it's just the video that you sent from the audience, so it's iPhone. But that was my favorite look. I wish I had more pics and videos of it. But I think if I can bring a look similar to Korea next year for the Arnold, that's probably my best bet. Things to work on in 2019 in general. I need to soften my abs yet maintain a small waistline. I think that's my biggest thing because my abs can sometimes be like my problem area. So when I'm too lean, they're just like, phew, and I don't even train them. So it's kind of like a genetic thing. And I think I can get away with being leaner as long as my abs aren't too lean. But if I'm too lean and my abs are just like, whoa, hello, too much.
And that could be something in the gym, it could be something with the waist training, it could be something with the posing too. Maybe there's a different way there too. So there's a lot of room. It's cool to see we're not maxed out. You know, we're not just, you know, banging at the tree, trying to knock it down. Like there's room, there's different techniques that we can do. And I'm happy to play with those over the next few months before the Arnold and bring something better. So.
I think I can improve the waist by the waist trainer. That's definitely a thing it's so hard to do, it's very uncomfortable, but I can step up my game for sure on that. And also maybe build up the upper body a little bit more, my shoulders in particular, not my back, but my shoulders. That would probably be a good idea. Glutes don't need to get any bigger. They almost to the point where they're overpowering a little bit, which they've come a long way since Denver. Holy crap. That's what I keep saying this in all my videos. That's what I'm most proud of this whole season is my glute hamstring development. I'm surprised myself. So it's awesome when I can not only meet my expectations, but to exceed them. I'm like, oh, how did that happen?
You're one of like the only girls that I'll have the conversation of we should probably slow down with.
Right?
I don't even know how many girls have had that conversation with my whole career. I mean, like 1 or 2 others, like that's it. It's crazy.
Do you remember like when I came to you like in the beginning of this year and I was like, that was like my biggest concern. I'm like, the girls these days, their glutes are just out of control. I don't know if I can even hang with them.
I remember you sent me a picture of all the girls.
And I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Because it's a lot more than what I am used to when I used to compete back in 2015 and 16. And then all of a sudden, all these glutes are just popping out. And I'm like, oh my God. And wow, I got there for sure.
You got there, you had to pass the marker.
So I'm really happy about that. I know it sounds really cheesy, but that's what I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with that being said, let's enjoy our last few days here. There's lots to do and I can eat food now. That's awesome. Well, not that I couldn't eat before, but I'm talking about real Japanese food.
Yeah.
Rice and steak and soy sauce.
And ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. I haven't had a ramen noodle yet.
Yeah, we gotta do that while we're in Japan.
Oh my God. And the little rice stuffed ball things. Yes, let's do it. I'm really excited. All right. Well, do you have anything else that you'd like to leave off on this note with?
No, I'm just, I'm really happy with everything. One thing I'll say too, I think the only thing me and you ever have disagreements on is how many shows you do, you know?
Yes.
I'm definitely not a fan of how many shows you do because I worry about how much it's going to burn you out or whatever and how it's going to take a toll on your body. But one thing I will say is that I'm very, very proud of you because this has been 14 months of nonstop.
Yeah.
Eye on the prize, dieting.
That's a long time to prep.
People don't prep for that long and stay in the zone, you know? Like, that's like a career for some people, like if they do for 14 months and then they're done forever. Like, so for you to do that, and then we have some more for the Arnold, and then after that, before the Olympics gonna be here before you know it. It's
I know.
I'm just really proud of you because mentally you're strong. Physically, obviously you're strong, but mentally, that muscle has been flexing a lot. So
it got a little worn out at the end, though. Like I said before, guys, it was really hard to find motivation for this show, and I guess a lot of it. Maybe that's the reason why I came a little softer. It's just intensity at the gym. It's hard to do when you don't have the motivation. I'll be honest with myself, I didn't come in my best, like I said, in my opinion. That's no one's fault but my own. You can't teach me motivation, that's me. And I think as a coach, you've went above and beyond, and everyone is freaking jealous of me because I have the best coach in the world, because nobody else's coach will freaking also
pageant bomb status.
Comb their hair, carry their suitcase, and stuff like that, and just be here. Like, who else's coach flew all the way from the US with him? And he's been with me for every single show this year, which I've been Korea, Japan, Canada, Vegas, a lot of places. No one else has, I don't think anybody else's coach has done that. So thank you so much.
I love it. I'm having a time of my life. I'm having fun. I'm having a blast.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're having fun.
Yeah,
and
this is fun.
I'm going to decrease the number of shows I'm going to have next year. I think you're totally right. It's kind of like at the beginning of the year I planned all these shows because I'm so into it. But I was getting a little tired there. Yeah. So I'll just focus on the bigger ones. Arnold, of course. And see where, and I gotta do a Denver. I'm so sorry. I gotta do Denver show.
Love Denver show.
Too many good memories not to do Denver.
It's a fun one. Plus you got like a suite at my house that you can stay.
He's from Denver, by the way, so it makes it super convenient.
Yeah. She basically has a room at my house. It's like when people come over, they're like, "Can I stay in Ashley's room?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, as long as she's not there."
The best coach in the world. So thank you again for such an amazing season, and I cannot wait to see what 2019 brings. Regardless, it's a lot of fun, and I have memories to last a lifetime. And also, quick shout out to freaking Nedim, which you can't see because he's holding this camera. He's also been with us for every single show except for Korea.
Yeah.
And he's been an awesome cheerleader, even though sometimes he can't cheer because he's holding the camera and it makes bad sounds. So he doesn't want to shake the camera. But shout out to Nedim for being so supportive and awesome too. So thank you, Nedim. Yay. Can I vlog you so they can see?
Yeah, you can.
You do that? Or you, whoever's better. Is it rolling? So this is Nedim, guys. He's a little camera shy.
No. He's Nedim the dream.
He's just on the other side of the camera. That's it. Yes.
Actually, can I tell a story?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, so I moved to LA in January, and I DM'd Ashley
On your
my
birthday.
I said, hey Ashley, should we like go shoot something? And since then we started working and we flew like all over the world, and it was a blast.
And you know what? People don't know this, but his first video that he edited of me, which we can put the link in the description if you'd like. The first video that he shot for me, I actually cried at my own video. Because it was so epic. It was so amazing. I cried.
That's
real?
That's
real?
So, yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Awesome.
Yeah. I literally, I cried.
Yeah.
That's no joke. And I was like, whoa, I'm such like a dork for crying at my own video, but it was so beautiful.
And for you Denver guys, Nedim is going to be coming up to Denver a couple of times a month shooting videos now in 2019. So we'll have him in LA and in Denver. Get some awesome vids. Contact Nedim for that.
Nedim the Dream. Oh, and we gotta show the things. Put it out. So we did put it out. Go.
It's on.
No, it's not.
It's on. Oh my bad.
So we're twinning today. He got me this for my birthday, which is coming up in 2 days. And also, we got this awesome friendship necklace, which is gummy bears. See? That's awesome. But anyway, I'm so glad that you're here and can join us, and thanks again for being with us this whole entire season. And let's go and enjoy Tokyo. Woo! Bye guys, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Stay tuned for more of our Tokyo adventure.